I'm getting up to some winter sowing today. Just my brassicas. I found that last year specifically, I have so much. I use my house as a greenhouse, and it's just so much work when you start. There's necessary plants, seedlings that I must get going. That's my celery, my Brussels sprouts, my leeks. They need a long head start, and by the time I'm potting those on, and then you get into peppers and tomatoes, I have a lot of seedlings in my house and on the floor. So last year I thought, let's try the winter sowing again for my broccoli and cabbage, because they do need a head start for me for the most part. It worked fantastic. They were hardy, sturdy, ready to go seedlings for me. And I made a pact with myself. I was going to make sure that I really went full tilt on it this year, which I'm doing. I use these containers recycled from your grocery store. I know the milk jugs are very popular. 10 years ago, I think, yeah, I did the milk jugs for a couple of years, and it works. But for my climate, with the snow, rain, no matter how I tried to duct tape those containers, the tape came off. And I can't put rocks on top so they blow away. So they just don't work for me. I know everyone uses those and they work wonderfully. But for me, I like these little containers. I can put a rock on top. It's not going to blow away out there. I have intense winds. And it gives me the seed depth, the soil depth that I need. And the lids come off so easy because of my ocean climate. I can have, really, I can go from cold to heat in a week. Next week we're getting snow actually all week, but little bits. It'll amount to 26 centimeters. But there'll be sun in between there. And the sun's intense here. So I like to be able to lift the lid and see if they need water as time goes on. I water them before I put them out, but I do have to check, and it's just so much easier for me to get at these containers. So I've already done my cabbage and my broccoli, and I've just mixed them together because it doesn't matter to me what cabbage is what. I put lots of varieties, and the same with my broccoli and broccolini. These are the early season mini broccolini, which I really like. And so I've got 4 varieties just thrown in there. I might have gone overboard or a little happy with the seeds, but I'll deal with that when they pop up. I'm doing this April because it's my brassicas. If you were doing flowers and they need cold stratification, you're going to want to get them out a lot earlier, and depending on your climate, it could be January or February or December even, because they need that. I don't know what the average is, but maybe a 60-day cold stratification if you don't do it in the fridge. So you want those ones out earlier. But the brassicas, I'd be starting these ones indoors now anyways. And to save myself the space, the expense of the containers that you use, the soil, in your trays, this is, I love this method. So that's what I'm doing today. Now, I'm not really labeling my kale either, except for one, which is 1,000 head, because that's a giant kale. I do want to know the difference of that one because it needs more growing space. So I'll need to know where to plant it when it comes out. So I am labeling that one. Now, you can plant as many as you want, but if you, are concerned about when popping these plants out at the time, you can just dig them out and put them in. But if you want to just give them room, or depending how much you want to grow for your season, that's how much you're going to put in here. I put a lot of cabbage in here, so I'm going to be pricking those out a bit and sticking those around. I'm going to be more frugal with my seeds with these ones because I don't need as much. So I've got my kale and cauliflower in this one, and I'm going to put lettuce in this one. I have poked holes for air flow in the top and holes in the bottom for water drainage. Because as the season progresses for me, I will be checking, lifting the lids, making sure that there's still some moisture and water that is meeting the needs, because they could dry out very quickly depending. Suddenly you can get warm week, and these are little greenhouses and it can get very hot in there. So I will, if there's a warm days as we get further on, I'll just lift the lids off, let them breathe. So I'm just covering with a light bit of soil because it's only brassica seeds. Need that stuff. So I'm just giving them a good soak. Let them drain first before I take them outside. I'll get these outside. By far, by the way, the biggest bonus of doing this is no hardening off. The in and out of your plants, they are already acclimated and ready to go. And last year they outperformed the ones that I had grown indoors. So I still have to do my lettuce. I haven't figured out which ones I'm putting out yet. I'll get on with that. But it's a fun way, almost a crafty way to get a head start of the season, the easy way. So fingers crossed. Please remember to subscribe and you'll see how they turn out in the end. It really helps my channel also. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll see you soon.